All right. Well, welcome. Great to have you practicing with me today. And let's get started. When you're ready, you just lie back, close your eyes, and breathe. As always, just take the time to slow down. Take the time to turn our awareness in. It's that simple practice of being right here, right now, body and mind. Remember, as we practice the slowing down, the best place to start is with the breath. Especially on those days where it seems like the mind just doesn't want to stop. It doesn't want to be here. It wants to be ahead 10 steps or be behind, be on a trip, on a vacation. We draw the mind down. We try and get it out of that habit of anticipating what's to come, wandering off on a daydream or reliving the past. We practice having it right here. And the best place to start is with that breath. Just watching that rhythm. Feeling that rhythm as it moves in and moves out. You may only watch 2 cycles before the breath wanders off, and that's fine. You notice it's wandered until you come back. Maybe you watch 3 cycles and it wanders until you draw it back. And 6 cycles and it wanders and you draw it back. And this is the practice. Noticing when the mind's wandered and simply bringing it back here. Just a few more breaths, just a few more moments out of the day. Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. Let's send some movement, swaying the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long one. Nice smooth rhythm. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The back of the neck is long, the eyes remain closed. You take a moment. Then on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. You close your eyes if they've opened. The feet are firm, the shoulders are back, palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor, bending the knees if you need to. And inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower. Inhale forward for your back bend. And exhale, you press the hips back and up, down, dog. You can take any movement you like. Just let the head hang heavy, the eyes are soft. On this first down dog, just take the time to feel how it feels. Then inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, folding over your legs. And inhale, rising all the way back. Exhale, hands to your right. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back, down, dog. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg back. Exhale, lower. Nice and steady. Inhale for cobra up dog. Exhale, pressing to down dog. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left foot. Inhale, rise, and nice full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Still trying to tune the mind to the breath. Still trying to watch each inhale. Watch the full exhale. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, rising. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. exhale, inhale, and exhale, down dog. Inhale, left, exhale, right, inhale, rising, exhale, hands to your heart. You relax the arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Now with the big toes close, heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, chair pose. Setting that nice firm base. And remember, you want to feel like you're sitting upright here. Because the tendency as we sit low, we start to lean the torso forward. So try and lift the torso up. The tailbone draws down, helping to take that deep curve out of the low back. And you feel like you're sitting upright in a chair. Then exhale as you fold forward over your legs. And you catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. Let the head hang heavy. Working into this forward fold. Then inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands as you float or step the feet back. Going straight to down dog or moving through vinyasa. Follow that breath. And from down dog on an exhale, the right foot steps forward. Warrior two. Left heel spins in. The torso sweeps up. That front knee is bending as close to 9 degrees as you like. You settle your weight down into those legs. Nice and broad. Nice open stance. And straighten out the right leg. You'll turn those toes in so both feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat. And draw the heels towards each other as the knees bend, the hips sit for goddess pose. And the elbows bend 90 degrees. You let those eyes soften. And you watch your breath here. Feel those nice full inhales, the torso expanding. Complete exhales. Good. Then inhale, extend the forelimbs. Let the heels spin back out so the feet are parallel to the short ends of the mat as you fold forward between your legs. Then walking your hands towards the top edge of the mat. The right toes turn forward, but keep that left foot parallel to the short end of the mat as we set up for side angle. The right hand will be on the floor inside the right foot, and that left arm sweeps up to the ceiling. Nice broad open line across the collarbone. You can wrap that top arm, catching the inner right thigh or catching hands as you work deeper into side angle. Then exhale, release the hands to the floor as you step back, down dog or vinyasa. And exhale, the left foot steps forward, warrior two. Nice solid stance. The gaze is soft out over those left fingertips. And straightening that left leg. Turn the toes in. The feet are parallel. You'll pinch the heels, bend the knees as the hips sit. And then bend the elbows, goddess pose.
Nice and strong with those thighs. Your quads are engaged, holding the angle of the knee so that you feel steady. You feel balanced here. And on inhale, extend the forelimbs. Spin the heels back out. And exhale, fold forward between your legs. Then just walking your hands to the top edge of the mat as those left toes turn forward, but that right foot stays parallel to the back edge of the mat. Left hand's down as that right arm sweeps up, side angle. And you keep rolling that left side, or excuse me, that right side up towards the ceiling. If you want to wrap the arm behind your back, half bind or full bind. Then back to center, hands to the floor as you find your way to down dog. And inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale as you step the foot forward, high lunge. Keep that back heel lifted this time so the hips can stay square to the top edge of the mat. The arms reach up. And stay steady with your base as you bring the palms together, thumbs to your heart. You fold and twist to the right. Revolve side angle. That left elbow's outside that right thigh. That gives you some leverage to pull that elbow against that thigh, helping to get that left shoulder to roll under as that right side rolls open. Your chin's away from the chest so that your spine stays long. And on inhale, you come back to center, high lunge. And letting that left heel spin in as you straighten that right leg out. The arms come behind your back. You're either going to grab opposite elbows or take reverse prayer. Palms together, fingers point up. Either one is meant to help get those shoulders to roll back. The collarbone stays open as you fold forward for pyramid pose. Maintaining that nice and long stance from foot to foot gives you an open line. So you start to feel like you're reaching forward with the torso, more so than down. Then release the hands to the floor as that right knee bends, and you step back, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg, and exhale, you step the foot forward, high lunge. Settling into it. Let those eyes soften. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart, and you twist to the left. Revolve side angle. Right elbows outside the thigh. You can always open those arms up, broadening across the collarbone, or bind that left thigh if you like. But you work that deep rotation. A nice tight twist of the spine. That right shoulder, right side rolls under. That left side rolls up and open. Good. And nice and smooth, coming back to center. High lunge. The right heel spins in as that left leg straightens out. You take the arms behind your back. Reverse prayer or opposite elbows. The shoulders rolling back. The sternum, the center of your chest is leading out in front as you fold out over that left leg. Then exhale, release the hands. And step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the right leg. And exhale. Warrior one. Left heel spins in. Left toes are slightly turned forward in warrior one. And that helps get that left hip to start to come around the corner. Your hips and chest are trying to square to the top edge of the mat, while that right knee is bending as close to 9 degrees. And taking the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers as you bow forward inside that right leg for humble warrior. The head hangs heavy. The torso is trying to slide just inside that right thigh. Rather than letting that right shoulder kind of hook onto that right knee or the chest rest on top of that thigh, you want to drift to the left just enough so that you can start to slide past the leg. Keeping the work in the hips. When we're right on top of that right leg, it just puts the weight straight down through the calf to the foot, negating the hip work here. Then inhale, you rise back up, arms overhead. Warrior one. Peel that back heel so the hips now are squared to the top edge. Palms together, thumbs to your heart. And just take one big step, drawing that left leg forward. Standing tall on your right leg. From here, we're going into camper's pose. So that left knee opens up, and you place that left ankle just above your right knee, making a figure 4 with your legs. And starting here, you're externally rotating that left thigh, so rolling it back, trying to broaden across the lap. As that thigh rolls open, you can start to bend into that right knee. And as the hips sit, you might notice that left knee starts to float up on you. So you externally rotate again, staying broad across the lap. You can take the hands up overhead. You can fold into that shin. Or you can think about taking it to your flying pigeon. With that thigh open, so that shin is parallel. You fold forward, bringing your hands to the floor. The shin crosses your triceps, from that right tricep to the left. And you just lean forward, letting that left leg lift up behind you. As you feel steady, you think about taking that left leg straight back. That right leg straight back. That left shin is across your triceps. One more breath. And wherever you are, nice and smooth, rise up as you place that left foot on the floor. Tadasana. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step. Inhale the left leg. And exhale as you step the foot forward. Warrior one. Nice full breath. Then taking the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. Broaden that collarbone as you bow forward. Humble warrior. With that back foot, that right foot flat on the floor, keep pressing down into the outer edge of it. You want to feel relatively balanced from foot to foot. Tendency here is to put all of our weight into that front leg. Keep pressing into the back. And inhale, rising back up. The arms sweep overhead, warrior one. The right heel peels, high lunge. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. As you draw that right knee forward, standing tall on your left leg. And again, we start by just turning that right leg out so we can place that right ankle just above the left knee. Figure 4. You broaden the lap by rolling that right thigh back. Maybe you start to bend into that left knee, sitting the hips down, keeping the lap open. Maybe take the arms up. Maybe fold into that shin. Or you start to fold over top, bringing your hands to the floor. That right shin goes across your triceps as you lean forward so that left foot can lift up behind you. And as you feel steady, and that left leg extends back, flying pigeon. One more breath. And keep it under control wherever you are. Just come back to center. Placing that right foot on the floor. Standing tall. Tadasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Then exhale that right foot forward, outside your right hand, coming into lizard. We're going to keep that left knee lifted today for lizard, or more active lizard. So keeping that left thigh lifted, the torso starts to bow towards the floor. Maybe one forearm, maybe both touched up. The head can just hang. And inhale, rising back up to straight arms. Keep the hands inside that right foot as you step that left foot forward outside your left hand. Coming into a squat. And if this bothers your knees or hips, you can just sit yourself down, keeping those knees bent in either one. We're going to straighten out that right arm so that right knee is behind the right upper arm as that left arm then sweeps up to the ceiling. Nice open twist, trying to draw the arms away from each other. If you want to bind around that right shin, the right elbow bends, the left arm comes behind your back. And you continue to roll those shoulders open. And back to center. And we're going into crow pose. If you know crow, you can go right into it. Otherwise, one step at a time. Fingers spread wide. Palms flat on the floor about shoulder distance. The hips lift. And as you bend your knees and elbows, you let those knees touch your upper arms. Once they touch your upper arms, all you have to do is start to lean forward. As your elbows and body weight shift forward, your center moves out over those hands. And your toes just float up. Take your time. You move slow to feel your body weight shift. You got 2 more breaths. Then when you're ready on an exhale, you either float or step the feet back. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale that left foot forward outside the left hand. Right thigh is going to stay active, right knee is lifted. As you start to lower down one forearm, maybe both. Inhale, rising up to straight arms. And you step that right foot outside that right hand. You choose either squat or sitting yourself down. And that left arm straightens out, keeping that left knee behind the upper arm. As that right arm sweeps up. And you stay there trying to get longer and longer from hand to hand. Or you wrap that right arm behind your back. Left arm in front of the shin. Catching hands outside that left hip. Good, back to center. Crow pose once again. Fingers spread, palms flat. Hips lift. Knees and elbows bend. And you lean forward. And as you lean into it, it feels like you just can't get your toes up off the mat. One thing you might look at is if you're actually leaning forward or leaning down. There's a tendency as we start to get close to that edge, we get a little afraid that we're going to go too far. So instead of continuing to go forward, we start to bend the elbows and kind of bring the torso down. Instead of going down, keep going forward. Two more breaths. And you find your way to down dog. Taking the scenic route or the direct route. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. And shifting your weight into it as that left leg lifts up behind you for standing splits. The head hangs. And you reach that left heel towards the ceiling. Trying to pull that left leg away from the right. From here, we're going to half spinal seated twist. So you're going to bend that left knee and nice and slow place that left foot on the floor outside your right ankle. And then you sit your hips back. And hopefully what you're left with is that right leg or right knee pointed straight up, left heel outside your right hip. Right hand's on the floor behind you, the left arm reaches up, and on exhale you twist to the right. Hooking that left elbow outside your right thigh. Then back to center. We're turning this into seated pigeon. So you lean back, hands on the floor behind you. And as you lean back, you're going to lift up that left leg and place that left foot on the floor now. So your left knee points to the ceiling. Your right ankle still crosses right above that left knee on your left thigh. And from here, you start to walk your hips towards that left heel as you press your upper chest forward, trying to bring your sternum, the center of your chest, as close to that right shin as you can. Nice and easy, release the tension. Cross your ankles as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, step the foot forward. And drifting into it, so that right leg can lift up behind you. Standing splits. Good, nice and smooth as we make that transition. Right knee bends, and we place that right foot on the floor outside the left ankle. And you sit your hips back. Half spinal twist. Left knee points up, left hand's on the floor behind you, right arm reaches up, and exhales you twist. Good, back to center. And so we're going to lean back as we lift that right leg up and place it on the floor. That left shin is parallel to the upper chest as we start to walk the hips forward towards that right heel. Bringing that left shin as close to our upper chest as we can. Get that nice deep stretch to the left hip. Good. Release the tension. Cross the ankles. And you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you draw the knee towards your nose. And you kick it out the left edge of the mat. The right leg, your right foot's on the floor outside the left edge of your mat. You can stay here with both hands on the floor, or let that left heel spin in as that left arm reaches up. And as you feel steady from right hand to left foot, you think about lifting that right foot up off the floor. Keep pressing the ground away from you. Nice and smooth, you draw that right foot in and send it back up. Down dog splits. Then exhale as you step that foot forward, warrior one. Then straighten out that right leg. Right hand to right hip as we set up for Revolve Triangle. Left arm guides you forward about halfway, and you rotate. Left hand lands down, right arm reaches up. And exhale, that right hand comes down as the right knee bends. And you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. and the left leg lifts. You draw the knee towards your nose, and you kick it out the right edge of the mat. And again, you can stay right here. You get a nice stretch to that left hip, keeping both hands on the floor. Or you spin that right heel in as you lift that right arm. And then eventually think about lifting that left foot. Nice and smooth, you come back to center. Left leg goes up behind you, and then you step it forward. Warrior one. Straighten the left leg, left hand to left hip, right arm guides you forward, and you rotate. Right hand lands down, left arm then reaches up. Revolve Triangle. Release that hand and step back. And sliding forward in a plank. And on exhale, you lower to the floor. You stack your hands, you rest cheek. Preparing for 3 rounds of both. So you bring the arms back, you bend your knees, and catch hold of your feet or your ankles. If this bothers your knees, your back, your shoulders, you can always do it with straight arms and straight legs. Either way, when you're ready, on an inhale, you peel your head, your chest, your legs up off the mat. And exhale, relax. That's full breath. And inhale, you rise once again. Then exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you rise up. And exhale, lowering down. You stack your hands, rest your cheek. Let your body just fall against the floor. Nice full inhales. Complete exhales. And hands underneath your shoulders as you press your hips to your heels. Child's pose. And just tuck yourself in. Inhale, rising up. You sit over the side of your feet. Bring the legs out front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And exhale as you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got. Bow your head, close your eyes. Then on inhale, you reach out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Go lie flat. Once down, you take a breath. And the body rest. And bending your knees. Feet flat on the floor. Preparing for 3 rounds of back bends. The arms can be alongside the body for bridge, or hands above the shoulders. for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you press down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, lower and down. Nice full breath. And on inhale, you press down to go up once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you press down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. And bring the arms alongside the body, palms flat. The legs go straight up. You hang out right here, or shoulders down. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once the hips lift, you bend the elbows, hands against your back, and you send the legs up. A few more breaths if you want any variations. Just play with your legs in the air. Roll the ankles, wiggle the toes. Send the legs wide. Then coming back to center. Toes towards the floor, beyond your head for plank. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point towards the top edge of your mat as you slowly unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the arms are alongside the body. You press into your hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. Then arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown and head towards the floor. And exhale, lowering down. So draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Then taking the arms into cactus arms, so elbows bent 90 degrees. As you release the knees over to the left. And final twist. And coming back to center. And over to the right. Coming back to center. And on exhale, you either extend the legs, Shavasana, or you tuck your hands behind your knees and catch your right up for headstand. You take your time if you're going into headstand, and you find Shavasana whenever you're done. If you're new to headstand, you start on your forearms and knees, grab opposite elbows, and bring the hands out, interlace the fingers, palms are apart, so that you can place the crown of your head on the floor as you cup the back of your head in your hands. Then curl your toes and lift the knee. And you find your base with the shoulders active, the forearms firm to the mat. As you want to go deeper, you walk the feet toward the elbows, lifting your hips higher. Eventually bend one knee, heel towards your hip, then the other. Whenever you feel steady, you can then just take those legs straight up. You stay up as long as you like. You find your way to Shavasana whenever you're done. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale as you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment in the seat of full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up. You find a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Om. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me and practicing with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.